Hi, I welcome you to the new session today. The session will be on for Git in action, how the Git works and how we are working with the Git using STS. The first and foremost thing that I am creating here, the GitHub project. That project, the agenda will be that creating the new project that will be added to the remote GitHub URL. Thereafter, how to push that code from local repository to the remote repository, and how do we add the remote URL with the local repository. So this will be this is the brief idea of what I am going to show you in the using STS. So let's get started. I have created a new project here. Now I am creating a class. That class is only the demo class that is to show you that this class will be added to the GitHub project. So just writing here hi, will try to run it now. You can see it running. Now this project is running now. So going to the GitHub URL, here I need to create a new project repository. That the project repository, which repository will have my code. So here is the things that I'm creating a new repository here. Then I'll show you how my local project that I have created there, GitHub part 2, will be added into this project here in the GitHub URL. So here is the license that there are various licenses that we can select. So a standard license is to select Apache license, that is also open source. So my project has been created now. I am showing here that what are the options in the left hand side of the GitHub GUI we are having. It is public profile, account appearance, accessibility, repository, code specs, packages, copilot, and pages. So in the left right hand side, I have one command palette where I am showing you that git init, git add, git remote add origin, and git push. These are the 4 commands that I am showing here in action. So from the HTTP, there are 3 sections: HTTP, SSH, and GitHub CLI. One is the code pan. So I have copied the HTTP URL of my Git project there from the remote. Here I am trying to use terminal. Here the in STS terminal means it is just like a CMD. So it's a CMD. I'm going to my local application folder. I have created my application into this particular specific folder. So I am going there. Just to show you the things that I'm checking which folder is having a project, because I missed that. My project is there in the Git. Okay. So now it is GitHub tutorial part 2. I am there now. I'll check whether till here I wanted to show you that I have created a new project, but this project is not the repository still. It's a local application. So to create one project as eligible for the Git, I need to write the right hand side command is git init. It is the first command. So even a project that we have created into the local using STS, so that project is only a simple application. So if I wanted to put it into the version control system, then I need to write this git init command. That's why I have written here in the pant that local project plus git init, it becomes local repository. Till the time we have not initiated it, it is not being added into the version control system. So the command that is needed here is the git init. Now we have written the git init, then we are going to This project become now the local repository that is eligible to send to the remote URL. So now, as I am showing here, that above one square bracket is showing the github.com. Github.com is the remote repository. So from remote repository, I wanted this local repository to there in the remote repository. So in between these two repositories, we need to do some processes. That process has been done by the Git application. So I'll show you on the terminal what to write on the terminal so that it become the local repository become the part of the remote repository. So the command is git remote add origin and the remote URL. So git remote add origin, what it is doing, that my local repository is being mapped to the remote repository. And the last one command is a git push origin master, that will push my local repository to the remote repository, that is github.com. So I'll go to the terminal. I'll show you how these commands are working. Here, for a brief idea, you can see the commands that we need to write to send the local repository to remote repository. So going to the on the terminal now, git add. This is a new this is the things that git add is the command, and that git add command will add our all changed file. What is, suppose we have created a new project, so there are files that is newly created, so we need to add this file into the staging area. To add those file into the index, technically it is called the index, so index or the staging area. So all the new files of the project to be added into the index. To do that, we need to write git add. So here, if we are writing the git init, then you can see here initialized empty git repository. That means the git repository has been initialized now. Now it is eligible to send to the remote GitHub URL. Now git init, I have written here, I have shown here into the picture that git init is the command that is creating the local repository eligible to go to the remote repository. So that's what I am writing here. Now it becomes local repository. The last the command will be how this local repository will go to the remote repository. So the last command will be git push origin master. Here I have written this command. So the same command I'll write here, and the local repository will go there. Hi, if you like this info, please like, share and subscribe this channel.